Hey, welcome back, guys. This is Gunner and the family sitting here as we continue to move on to the main event of WrestleMania 30. Now, I know you just saw it was a Fatal 4-Way, so let me explain. I think what's going to happen is, after Triple H wins against Daniel Bryan, somebody like Vince or somebody.
It would be hilarious if it was Stephanie.
Right, I think, or Stephanie or anybody, I think what they'll do here is they'll say, hold on, Daniel Bryan got screwed. We're going to make him we're going to put him into the main event. It's going to be a Fatal 4-Way matchup. And he's going to end up getting involved. Now, if it doesn't happen, if it's a triple threat and Daniel Bryan is not in the main event, I want to make it clear that I picked Triple H to walk away with the WWE title. But since I do think somehow Daniel Bryan will end up in the main event, I think it will become a Fatal 4-Way, and I do think Daniel Bryan will walk away with the WWE title, setting up the CM Punk Daniel Bryan feud for the title, which so many of us want to see, culminating with a match at SummerSlam, and hopefully feuding for the rest of the year. But we'll see. But
I think what will make if they do a CM Punk Daniel Bryan match, I think what would be so great is their wrestling background, their promo abilities, and their similar wrestling styles.
That's outstanding, but that's not what we're discussing right now. We're discussing the main event. And the bottom line of it is, I think if Daniel Bryan finds a way into the main event, he walks away with the title. And I think we may even see Hulk Hogan get involved. Maybe as, being anti-authority, from like his old NWO days, and maybe even help Daniel Bryan. But I think Daniel Bryan walks away with the title, even though he will be going against all three members of what used to be Evolution. But this is where Randy Orton's going to be out of the Evolution. CM Punk's in. I mean, not Evolution, but the Authority. But with that being the case, if Daniel Bryan makes his way into the matchup, he'll walk away with the title. And everybody will have their feel-good story, and we'll have CM Punk's heel turn. But if Daniel Bryan is not in there, I think without a shadow of a doubt that Triple H walks away with the gold. And that's pretty much it. But Daniel Bryan, like I said, I think he'll find his way in, and I think he will walk away with the title. And CM Punk part of the Authority. So this is my prediction. I know Daniel Bryan. I see it becoming a Fatal 4-Way. If I'm wrong, I guess I'm wrong. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Now, Daniel, Smidge, what do you think is going to happen in the main event? Right now, if you predicted Triple H would win, so right now you have a Batista, Triple H, and Randy Orton.
I think Batista, Triple H, and Randy Orton. I think Randy Orton and Batista will both join the Authority. That's actually what I believe.
So it'll be three people against each other, and they're all three part of the same stable.
No, they'll end up uniting at the end of the match.
What fucking sense does that make? Okay. Daniel, this is why I've banned you from being able to talk, because you don't make no sense.
No, but you're not letting me finish.
No, because you sound stupid.
It'll make a lot more sense.
Go ahead, tell us your dumbass theory.
Well, I think what's going to happen is Daniel Bryan actually might come out and he might try to interfere within the match. And with that, Triple H's been building up the Python and the Viper. I said Python like one of them. The Viper and the Beast. So I think what he's trying to do is, what they're trying to do there is they're trying to get them ready for WrestleMania. So if Daniel Bryan does come out, that what they're doing is they're going to have them go against Daniel Bryan.
I think you sound like a complete idiot.
I don't even understand a word.
Nothing he just said made any sense. Lizzy, all right, what's your theory? You have Triple H winning his matchup. So right now you got it as the triple threat being the three former Evolution members.
Yes. Only if CM Punk comes back. If CM Punk does not come up at all during your match, I think it'll be Daniel Bryan.
Right.
That goes in the triple threat. But if it does end up this way, where it's a Fatal 4-Way of Daniel Bryan getting it and causing the upset.
So do you have Daniel Bryan? Okay. So do you have Daniel Bryan? So you say if Daniel Bryan is in that matchup, oh, they got Triple H as the champ. So you say, wow, and that is definitely a possibility. So you say that if Daniel Bryan gets into the main event, he walks away as champ. Okay. Now,
But if he
CM
doesn't,
Punk.
and it is just a triple threat with Triple H, Batista, and Randy Orton, I think it would probably be Triple H.
Right. I think that's the best way to.
And then Randy Orton will go against the authority, and he'll go back to where he was at, and then
Right.
then maybe CM Punk showed up.
Right.
And then he's the new member of the authority.
Right.
That would be kind of cool too.
So, Lizzy, Daniel, who was your pick in the triple threat?
I had it being Triple H.
Triple H. Daniel says Triple H. I think it will be Triple H if Daniel Bryan is not involved. Lizzy says Triple H if Daniel Bryan is not involved. Me and Lizzy both agree that it'll be Daniel Bryan if he is involved. With that being the case, I'm definitely, I gotta admit, I'm interested in the main event a lot more now than I was when it was just Randy Orton versus Batista.
Yeah, me too. Like, that was the match I was actually considering leaving that match. It was
Yep.
so boring. I don't want to see the ball. I don't want to. Randy Orton just kind of lost his touch.
And I'll tell you what, it is a possibility. The Authority, with their new protege CM Punk, could, in the main event, if Daniel Bryan is in it, start to jump Daniel Bryan, start to do damage to Daniel Bryan. And the Hulkster himself, you know, he's got to have that big moment, could come out and help him fight off the Authority and hit the leg drop or whatever, help him fight off the Authority and actually help Daniel Bryan. Maybe even Cena comes out and helps. But the point of it is that
Cena's got his own match for it.
I'm talking about at the end, right? I understand that, but what I'm saying is,
Oh, at the end.
I'm saying there's got to be odds that helps Daniel Bryan get past CM Punk, Triple H, Batista, and Randy Orton. And I think as they're trying to team up on him to keep
Batista's been very anti-authority too.
right,
So Batista may actually help Daniel Bryan.
anything's possible. But I think if Daniel Bryan makes it to the match, he walks away champ. And I think that ultimately he will. They'll make it a fatal four-way, and Daniel Bryan will walk away as champ. Triple H will beat him in their one-on-one match. CM Punk joins the Authority, and I think it sets up Daniel Bryan versus CM Punk for SummerSlam.
It would be weird seeing CM Punk in a suit like
Yep, and I think that's the way it'll go. And I think with that being said, we gotta. When it comes to WrestleMania in general, I think this is one of the worst WrestleManias that we've had. I wish they'd go back to having double-digit amount of matches. This is supposed to be a 4-hour WrestleMania plus a 2-hour pre-show, so we're looking at 6 hours. The tag team title match is in the pre-show. So the truth of it is
Who's in that? The Usos?
the Usos. We'll talk about that later because I've already done a video for it. But anyways, I think that ultimately this is one of the worst WrestleMania cards ever. They just put it together so quickly. There wasn't a whole lot of feuds that built, and that's my problem. So I do not expect very much. But now, if Sting does come out in that Undertaker match, if CM Punk does come out in that Triple H Daniel Bryan match, it could kind of make some things happen. If Hulk Hogan does some shit, we could see. I mean, they could salvage this WrestleMania if they just book it right. And we'll see in a couple of days. So, with that said, I think let's go ahead and let's make our selection. Ultimately, who walks out of WrestleMania with the WWE World Heavyweight Championship? I think it's going to be either Triple H or Daniel Bryan. My money's leaning on Daniel Bryan. So I got Daniel Bryan probably walking out with the title. Lizzy, you?
And I'm going to agree with you on this one. Triple H, Daniel Bryan.
Right.
Triple H.
And Daniel says Triple H. Most of us believe that Triple H is a definite possibility. He runs shit now, so it is definitely a possibility. His ego is pretty high, so you never know. He's the one doing the booking. Anything could happen. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed our preview, my preview for most of the matches. And if any new matches pop up, I'll do another one for that. We'll see you guys after WrestleMania when we do a review on WrestleMania. And with that being said, we'll see you guys in our next video. Subscribe, like, and all that shit. Peace.